I'm gonna use my glasses. We're filming, by the way. What? Yeah, it already started. This is beauty care on the road. All right, let me make sure this is filming. Yep. We are in Santiago. We've been here for 3 days, and we haven't done too much with the GoPro. We were originally scheduled to be on a hiking trip in the Andes up to Cajon del Maipo. That got canceled due to rain, mudslides, and snow. Totally different from Peru, like the weather we're experiencing here. So this trip has turned into just like one wine tasting after another. Today's our last day in Chile. We fly out tomorrow. We're bummed. The trip is kind of coming to an end, but we've got a hop-on, hop-off bus tour that's going to give us a chance to see as much of Santiago as possible. So we're on our way to go find that bus now. Let's go. Well, we just barely made it onto our hop-on, hop-off bus tour. We've got our headphones, so we're going to get plugged in for a little bit of a guided sightseeing thing of Santiago. And if we see anything really cool, we'll just hop off the bus and go check it out. Sounds like a plan. We just got off of our hop-on, hop-off bus. We are now heading towards the park looking for the funicular because the gondola was closed, and we're gonna take that to the top of the mountain here. Oh, I've already spotted it. I know exactly where we're going. Uh-oh. Let's go across. All right. So not only is the gondola closed for maintenance, the funicular is closed for maintenance too. I guess it's a Monday thing, she was saying, but they're running buses to the summit. So we're going with plan C, which is ride the bus to the summit. And then we'll come back down here. We just got off the bus, and now it's a short, leisurely walk to the top of the mountain, and then to the Saint of the Immaculate Conception statue, which kind of sits over top of all of Santiago. So now we're strolling. It is sunny and it is warm up here. We just managed to kind of pretend like we were not able to understand. We don't understand Spanish, and we definitely don't understand Chilean Spanish, because it is a whole different animal than the Spanish that was being spoken in Peru. And we made it pretty close, but we made it by pretty well in Peru, but we're having just like nothing but trouble down here in Chile. But we managed to find a bathroom that was closed, talked our way into it using broken English and half-assed Spanish. And now we're almost to the top of the mountain. This church was built in 1921. It sits up on top of this hill, looking over Santiago. Gotta pull back to kind of widen the angle. We are in the Plaza de Armas, Plaza of the Arms. Basically back during the Spanish Inquisition days, when they conquered Santiago and claimed it as a colony, this plaza became the center of the Spanish colony, and it was the source of water for all of Santiago and where all the government buildings were at. Anyways, here's the fountain.
color de este juguete.
Not sure what this cafe is, but it looks like a coffee shop. Like a Haitian Cafe Haiti is what it's called. We walked in here and everyone is just standing at the bar.
It smells really good.
It smells really good. So we're gonna go stand at the bar and
See what happens.
We're also going to get coffee. I think it's coffee. We're getting something, but there are no seats in this entire area. So we're gonna see what we get. There's a giant espresso machine though. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Good sign. Okay, it's a good sign. So I had to go over to that cash register there, and I had to buy these 2 tickets here in order to get our coffee. Abby's over here drinking water, which is free. Is it gas water? Oh, I love gas water. That's the best. Well, we've got 2 tickets for mochachinos because
Yeah, I heard you.
chocolate crema is just chocolate with cream and whipped cream on top of it. It's like chocolate with like a double cream.
Oh my God.
We have arrived at the presidential palace of Chile. Very, very beautiful country. We've had a great time in Chile, and now we're at the palace of the president. We're gonna go see if we can talk to him. Probably not gonna happen. We'll have to wait until I'm president of America and then we'll come back. This street has been one vendor's booth after another of street vendors and stores. We're working our way towards a park now, but it is remarkable to see how many people are out. Kind of selling their goods. All right, so after navigating what was a torrential horde of urban movement, most people we've seen since probably starting this trip, we've arrived at Santa Lucia Park, or St. Lucia's Park, I don't know what it translates to, but it's supposedly a beautiful park, and we're seeing beautiful kind of palatial buildings here. So we're gonna work our way to the stairs and see if we can't make our way up to the top of the hill. So we are almost at the top of Cerro Santa Lucia, or Santa Lucia Hill. In the middle of downtown Santiago is a beautiful park, and you can see we're surrounded by the city in the distance of the Andes Mountains, and then down there is more of this palatial park that we were walking through earlier, and up there is the top of Santa Lucia Hill. And so we did a little bit of research, and this used to be, it was a place used for worship way early, and then after the colonization there were 2 forts here, including Fort Hidalgo, each with a dozen cannons. And actually something to look at here are some of the original cannons from the fort are still in place, well, or at least have been placed. So these are cannons from the fort, and we are going to continue working our way up the hill, whichever way that is. So to the top of the hill in the middle of Santiago. To put it into context, obviously right behind us right now there's all these buildings and these skyscrapers and the cityscape. But when this was a fort, this area was totally flattened out farmlands. There's 2 rivers that surround Santiago, so it made sense to have this really tall natural hill in the middle of the city be the location of your 2 castles, 2 forts, because if you get rid of all of these buildings, all of that's gone, then you could see your enemy coming from miles and miles away. We are now at the highest point of Cerro Santa Lucia in Santiago. It's the top of a tower, which is presumably one of the castles back in the day. We're way up here. And that more or less concludes what we've got planned for today. Now we just gotta find dinner, and we're gonna go back to our side of town, kind of get out of this urban sprawl of downtown Santiago. And that's been the trip for today. All right, so we are up here on top of, I don't know if the hill has a name, but we're at the statue of the Virgin Mary over the top of Santiago in Chile. Kind of a beautiful, peaceful area. And this is our last real tour day for this 2-week trip that we've been on. Tomorrow we fly back to Lima, and only hours after that we catch our flights back to the United States. So I figured we would take this moment up here to kind of just talk a little bit about how cool this trip's been. And I think our favorite part by far, and I don't think this comes as a surprise, was Machu Picchu. And we really loved it there, and was Calientes in the train, so we are planning on doing Machu Picchu again. What really surprised us was Santiago. Coming here to this city was done sort of on a whim, and we have really just loved all of our time here. Even though we got snowed out and rained out from our hike up in the Andes, we had a great time at a winery instead. And so it's been a couple of wineries. We've been to like 4 wineries so far. It's been a good trip. But do you have a favorite part?
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu. So we did the math on it. We can do Machu Picchu, a trip from the US to Machu Picchu, in about 4 days. That's rapid fire. So for all of my friends who have told me they can't go because they can't get enough time off, if you want to do it, 4 days is all it'll take. And I will be happy, and I think Abby will be happy to go too. We'll be happy to go with you and show you everything you need to do, and we can get it done. But yeah, we've got about half a day still, so we're gonna keep exploring Santiago. And there'll probably be some more video taken as we go throughout that, but I just wanted to take a chance up here, this beautiful area, to say thanks for watching all of the videos, if you watched all the videos. If not, go back and watch the rest of them, come on. And I had an awesome time with Abby on this trip. I am so happy that she came, and just totally in love with this woman. She's fantastic, and I can't wait to see the rest of the world with her as we go forward. This has been great. So, anything else?
Nope.
No?
You covered it.
I covered it. Okay. See ya next time.